What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I did want to make a quick video giving you guys my 5 biggest tips for how to stay in shape. Now this advice can kind of go for anyone. It's mainly targeted at people who are just trying to get into fitness, people who are trying to get into working out in general. This is just my personal preference on the top 5 biggest tips that I have for people, but everyone's going to have different advice. But that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so my number 1 biggest tip is not a surprise by any means. Everyone's heard this before, but I have number 1 as the most important, which is diet. Without having a proper diet, it is pretty much impossible to be healthy and stay in shape. That being said, there's a lot of different ways to have a healthy diet and make it work for you. It's not like everyone has to be eating spinach leaves or spinach or whatever to look good or be healthy or feel good. I mean, you can feel good doing that, but you don't have to. So I'm not going to get into all the details about that, but there's many different ways to kind of work around what you like to eat and also eat foods that are healthy and nutritious for you while still eating some foods that you want, as long as you work them into your diet, which I'll get into a little bit later. But yeah, I would say diet is probably the number 1 biggest thing if you're going to want to stay in shape or be healthy, quote unquote. So that's definitely my number 1. Okay, so number 2 is not surprising by any means at all, which is exercise. That is my 2nd biggest tip for staying in shape. Obviously, you need to exercise. Again, this one can get into different areas and it can get complicated, but there's many different ways to exercise, especially for people who are just trying to get into the gym, just trying to stay in shape. There's a lot of different ways to exercise. Some of it's not fun for some people. Some people like other ways. Some people like CrossFit. Some people like weight training, powerlifting, body weight exercises. So there's tons of different types of exercise that you can do. My biggest tip is to find what you like. It's the best way that you'll stick with it. If you're doing something you hate, you'll probably be able to do it for a week or 2, and then you're going to eventually either give up or hate what you're doing. So I would suggest that you find one that you like, stick to it, find a plan that works best for you, that works around your schedule. But yeah, without exercise, you can't really stay in shape or feel healthy. So, but yeah, there's tons of different ways to do programs, tons of different ways to, like when to work out. The time of day really helps with some people. Some people like to do it early in the morning. Some people like to wait until at night when their brain is fried from using their brain all day. So yeah, there's tons of different ways to do it. But finding a routine that works for you, that you can stick to, is very important. And that's, if you stick to those things, that will be huge in helping you stay in shape. Alright guys, so my number 3 biggest tip for staying in shape and staying healthy is consistency, which feeds off the first 2. Anyone can have a good diet for a week and anyone can go to the gym for a week, but if it's not something that you enjoy and it's not something that you're staying consistent with, you're not going to see the results that you want to see. So I think the biggest thing is, once you find a diet that you like and works for you, and once you find the type of exercise and the time of exercise and how it fits into your schedule, I think once you get those 2 things down, it's more likely that you will be consistent with it. So you have to like what you're doing, but if you are able to find what you like and are able to stick with it, that'll be a huge thing and a part of your success for staying healthy. Alright guys, so my number 4 biggest tip for staying in shape is accountability. This kind of feeds off the first 3, but it's a little bit different in some ways. So being consistent with your diet and your exercise is crucial for staying in shape and getting the body you want, or staying healthy, whatever your goals are. But going to the gym every day or eating healthy every day doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the results you want. You need to be accountable to yourself, or if that doesn't work, you need to have someone else who you're accountable to, which is usually why people hire personal trainers or nutritionists or anything like that, just because they keep them accountable. And it's easy if it's not something that you're very passionate about. Having someone else being accountable for you can be very helpful. So, for example, in the gym, you can go to the gym if you're still consistent, if you're going whatever 3 days a week, whatever your goal is, 4 days a week. That's good, but if you're not actually doing a lot of work while you're there, if you're texting, if you're whatever it is, anything besides working out, if you're not actually getting a good workout in, you're not holding yourself accountable and making the most out of each workout session. So being consistent is important with your diet and exercise, but also being accountable for each session and actually getting the most out of each session is really important as well. And going off of that, I think we've all had certain things that we do, not because we enjoy them, but because we have to do them. And I think that's how it is for some people for exercise, which is totally fine. Everyone has different passions and things that they like to do. For some people, it's other things, but for whatever that thing is that we just feel like we have to do, but we're not passionate about it, sometimes we do it, but we're not fully in it. We're texting or we're doing something else. We're thinking about something else. So that's why I think accountability is huge, to make sure you're actually getting what you want to get done gets done. So yeah, that's my number 4, and I think that is very crucial for staying in shape. My number 5 maybe is going to be a little controversial depending on who you talk to, but I think the 5th biggest tip that I would give is balance. Especially starting out, I think balance is huge. If you go all in, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but when you work out, this is especially for working out, when you work out, your body definitely needs to recover from sessions, especially when you are just starting out. So having balance in there is very good to let your body recover. If you're just working out 7 days a week for 3 hours a day, especially when you just start off, that's going to be brutal and terrible, and you're probably not going to like it too much, and you won't give your body time to recover, which isn't good either, so in order to grow. So finding that balance is important, in my opinion, in order to stay healthy and stay in shape over a long period of time. And like I said, it's different for everyone depending on who you are, your body type, and your level of experience with training and exercise and dieting as a whole. But that being said, balance is, I think, a very important part for anyone at any level of their training or dieting. So yeah, that's my 5th one. But yeah, guys, that's my 5 tips of advice for staying in shape. I want to know what you guys think. If you have any opinions or differing views, let me know down in the comments section what you guys think of this. And you can give me some feedback on what you guys think is the best top 5 tips for staying in shape. But thank you for watching. Alright guys, so I just wanted to update you on what my current workout split is as of right now and what I've been doing in terms of training certain muscle groups each day. I've been doing the same routine, same split for a couple of years now, so I think it's time for me to switch it up a little bit. But I want to let you guys know what I've been doing, because I feel like it's been working for me pretty well. So basically what I've been doing is splitting up my exercises based on what movements I do. So that being said, so for like push days, I'll do chest and triceps, and then pull days, I'll do mostly back and biceps. So what I do usually is Mondays and Thursdays is a push day for me. So those are days where I will mostly do chest and triceps together. And then Tuesday and Friday I'll do a pull day, so I'll do back and biceps together. That's just how I do it. That's how it's been working for me, it has been working for me, so that's what I've been doing. Mainly because when I do certain movements like a bench press, for example, I'm using my chest and my triceps together, so they kind of go hand in hand in that way. And same with different exercises for back or biceps too. So that's what I've been doing. And then Wednesday I tried to do some shoulders. I've only been training shoulders about once a week, so I need to be doing that more. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And then for abs and cardio, I try to intermingle them between each other within the week. Usually I try to do cardio Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday before legs. And then abs I try to mix in between there. Usually Tuesday and Friday I try to do abs. It just depends on the week. But yeah, that's the main split that I've been doing. I'm curious what you guys think, so let me know in the comments. And if you have a certain split that works for you, that you think is effective, let me know also in the comments, because I am looking to try to mix it up just for a little bit and see how my body reacts. But anyways, I'm about to hit a workout, so I might film a little bit for you guys to see, so sit back and enjoy. I know I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but if you guys are looking to try a new pre-workout, one of my personal favorites is Enter With Purpose lemon lime flavor. I tried it a couple times and I really like it. It helps me with my workouts a lot, especially when I'm tired. Try not to take it every day so it doesn't become a crutch, but when I do take it, it's very effective, and it actually tastes good too. I know I've tried pre-workouts in the past and they give me energy, but man, they just really don't taste that good. But this tastes super good, so I encourage you guys to try it if you want. I'll leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to try it. Alright guys, so I didn't film my entire workout today, but I did film a few of the exercises I went through just to kind of show you guys what I did. So I started off with doing the wide grip bench press. I had a 35-pound plate on each side. I don't do wide grip bench press every single time, but I do like to incorporate it once every week or once every 2 weeks, just to target the chest in a different way. Next, I did skull crushers. I don't do this one often just because it is tough on my elbow joints for whatever reason. I think a lot of people say that too, but I did it just for something different. But yeah, I did 3 sets of 10 for each one of these. Next, I did tricep push downs. This is exercise that I do very often, as you've seen if you've seen my previous videos. But I do like using the rope for these, just because I feel like I'm more in control of the movement as a whole. So I usually try to incorporate these as often as I can. Next, I do reverse grip tricep push downs. So this is just kind of targeting your triceps in a different way. So I like to do similar movements, just tweak things a little bit just to target the muscle in a different way. But yeah, after I did these, I moved on to one more chest exercise. So to switch it up from my normal routine, I decided to do push-ups. So I did three different ways. I just didn't show all three, but I did close grip, wide grip, and then normal push-ups. So I did 1 set of each of these. But yeah, guys, that's it for this workout. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, so this Friday I did a back and biceps workout, so I wanted to take you guys through some of the exercises I did. So I did film a few of the exercises that I went through. I started off this workout with doing bent over rows. I believe I had about 25 pounds. I was shooting for 3 sets of 10. I don't know if I said this in a previous video or not, but if I'm shooting for 3 sets of 10 with a certain weight and I feel like I can do more, I don't stop at 3 sets of 10. I do as many as I feel like I can while still maintaining the form. But I did get through 3 sets of 10 with the bent over rows. Next, I did hammer curls with 20 pounds. I did do normal curls as well. I don't think I put this in the video, but I did about 2 sets of 10 for each of these. I like to switch up, like I mentioned earlier, in a different workout. I like to switch up doing similar workouts or similar exercises, just tweaking it a little bit to work the muscles differently. So for the hammer curls, you work mostly more of the forearms along with the biceps, instead of the normal curls where you're mostly isolating the bicep itself, the biceps themselves. So I do like to switch that up a little bit. Next, I did curls with the bar. I believe I had 20 pounds on here, so nothing too crazy, not too much weight, but nice and controlled. But yeah, guys, I decided to end my workout with doing bicep curls with the rope. I do love doing this workout just because I feel like I'm very in control of the motion, and I feel it working very well, so that's what I do usually to end my bicep workouts. But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.